afternoon and welcome to Live at 4 on this snowy Monday. Hope you all had a nice weekend.
Welcome to the snow globe. It has been snowing all day today.
It really has, and it's starting to pile up a little bit. We'll get to the weather in just a bit, but first here's what's making news on this Monday. We're learning more about the 21-year-old suspected of killing a Blue Mounds veteran. Details from his initial court appearance today.
We will have the latest from Milwaukee, where a mother and her two daughters are found dead in a garage, and police are working to extradite her boyfriend from Tennessee.
Plus, tomorrow is primary election day. What you need to know before you head to the polls.
Let's take a look outside today. It's a winter wonderland. It's not sticking too much on the roads.
It's pretty warm.
I think it's just a little, it's just warm enough that roads are wet and slick, but if you don't have to be anywhere, it certainly is pretty, isn't it?
It is pretty. The weather words for today, what were they? From snow to the deep freeze.
I think that's right.
From slush to the deep freeze. Dana's in the backyard where it's still just slushy.
Yeah, still just slushy out here. We've got quite a bit of snow piling up on the patio, though. You were very, very right about that. We are expecting, of course, conditions to continue to improve over the next few hours. Unfortunately, it appears the future track is not on the right image for us right now, though Max is frozen. So we are going to have some snow continuing to come down. Today is an alert day for us, and we have winter weather advisories in effect for areas north and west of Dane County. If we can come back out to the patio view, I think that would be the best for our choice right now. Snow is going to come down for us for the next several hours. It will steadily start to taper off the closer we get to midnight. That's the good news. We're only looking at a one-day event. It'll give us an opportunity to clean things up overnight as we head into Tuesday. But yes, roads are a little sloshy right now, especially in those corner spots where we're seeing a little more accumulation. Thankfully, a lot of the major arteries have already been pre-treated, or the plows are out doing their routes right now. So they're in pretty good shape, but as the snow continues on and temperatures start to drop in the next few hours, we could see a little more accumulation on the roadway. So keep that in mind. Your drive home still probably going to take a little longer than usual because of that slushiness. We will take a closer look at our travel conditions and what's ahead for the rest of the week in your forecast in just a few minutes. Mark and Susan?
It is pretty.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Certainly is.
I feel like I'm in a snow globe out here. It's fine.
All right, Dana, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. We have some new video now from one of our viewers that shows just how slick the roads are.
Sorry, Melissa. Gary's must.
Catherine Kleckner said this afternoon that she saw lots of close calls near her home, and that, of course, is a reminder to plan extra time and take it slower than you think you need to. That's always very good advice. Our crews are out now to show us how the roads are looking at this hour.
Gabriella Becerra is live right now on the Beltline. Gabby, how are things looking?
Mark and Susan, things are going very slow. We're heading east on the Beltline at Todd Drive, and the traffic's really starting to pick up because people, again, are going very slow. There's a lot of slush on the ground, like Dana mentioned, which is starting to build up a little bit, and it's a little slippery, so it's a good thing that people are going slow. We haven't seen any crashes yet. We just started driving, but visibility is getting worse, and that snow seems to be picking up in the wind. So things are starting to pick up over in Grant County and Sauk County and across southern Wisconsin. Road conditions are also bad. We spoke with dispatch earlier who said snow is covering the ground out there, so they're suggesting that drivers take it very slow for the rest of the evening commute, but we will continue to keep you guys updated throughout that evening commute. Mark and Susan.
All right, be safe out there. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Gabriella.
We are learning more about what led detectives to arrest Riley Berg for the murder of Nicholas Day. Day was shot and his neck slashed while on a run in Blue Mounds last month.
Today, Berg made his initial appearance in court, and our Amanda Quintana was there. She joins us now with the new details. Amanda.
21-year-old Riley Berg is facing a first-degree intentional homicide charge and could get a mandatory life sentence if convicted. Today, $1 million cash bond was set. The criminal complaint revealed how detectives figured out that Berg was their suspect. Using surveillance video at Tyrol Basin on the day of the murder, they saw Berg's car pull into the parking lot and then leave a minute later. Video from gas stations, nearby shops, and the library showed Day on his run, and the timing matched up that Berg's car passed the homicide location on County Highway JG around the same time Day was killed.
This is an extremely violent crime where the victim was first shot at from a distance and then his throat was slit. We have DNA evidence of the victim in the defendant's vehicle, and to our knowledge, there is no connection between the victim and the defendant at this time outside of this crime.
Day's blood was found on the steering wheel near the gear shift and on the seat belt in Berg's car. Berg's father told detectives he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia and is medicated, and that he hunts every day, has access to multiple firearms and a knife. Now, what's still unclear is a motive. Berg told detectives he didn't know Day and he's never even met him.
Amanda, thank you.
Police are investigating after a bullet went through an 8th floor window of a Marquette University dorm in Milwaukee. Officials say there was a shootout between people in 2 cars outside the building Sunday night. University police and resident assistants went door to door in the dorm to check on students. Nobody was injured.
Autopsy results are pending for a Milwaukee mother and her 2 daughters.
Their bodies were discovered yesterday in a garage. Eric Franke is here, and he has the latest on the investigation. Eric.
Yeah, Mark and Susan, a suspect is in custody now for 3 murders. 25-year-old Arzell Ivory was tracked down in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, the autopsies are scheduled for today. 26-year-old Amara Jerika Banks and her daughters, 5-year-old Zanaya and 4-year-old Kamaria, they were found in that garage in Milwaukee yesterday. They were reported missing by family members back on February 8th. Shortly after the funeral for her 1-year-old son, Arzell, who died from respiratory problems. Now, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel is reporting the suspect, Arzell Ivory, severely beat Banks just hours after that funeral for their son. The paper cites a criminal complaint which says neighbors heard Banks screaming, "No, please don't kill me," as Ivory dragged her back into her apartment building. Another neighbor reported hearing thumping sounds like someone was being slammed into a wall. In an interview with police, Ivory said he got into an argument with Banks because she blamed him for their son's death. He directed law enforcement to the garage where the bodies were discovered, which is right behind an apartment building listed as his address. Again, we are waiting on a cause of death from the medical examiner as those autopsies are completed. Mark, Susan.
Eric, thank you.
Tomorrow is the spring primary election where Wisconsin voters will narrow the field for state Supreme Court. Current state Supreme Court Justice Dan Kelly was appointed by former Governor Scott Walker in 2016. His challengers are Marquette University law professor Ed Falone and Dane County Circuit Judge Jill Karofsky. The 2 top vote getters will move on to the April 7th general election. The polls are open tomorrow from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. It is too late now to register online, but you can register at your polling place tomorrow. You'll need to bring a proof of residence, something like a paycheck or utility bill, and anyone planning to vote needs to bring an ID. Aside from the state Supreme Court race, there is also a race for Madison school board members, Middleton mayor, and Fitchburg alder. To see what's on your ballot or to find your polling location, go to myvote.wi.gov.
Wisconsin Republicans are making a last-minute push to pass a $250 million income tax cut plan. The legislature's Finance Committee is holding a public hearing this afternoon and vote on the plan in a rare Monday session. The plan would reduce income taxes by an average of $106 for most people. Committee approval would mean the plan could go to the floor votes in the Assembly and the Senate this week. Time is running short as the Assembly plans to close its session on Thursday. The Senate is set to meet Wednesday and once again in March before adjourning. Democratic presidential candidates are doing their best to drum up support ahead of Saturday's Nevada caucuses. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden both campaigned in Reno Monday morning ahead of this weekend's Nevada caucuses.
We're the ones with better answers. We're the ones trying to get you a raise. We're the ones ready to deliver paid family leave, serious about climate change, caring about gun violence, delivering health care.
The latest polls show Bernie Sanders leading in Nevada, with Biden not far behind.
I am supporting Joe Biden. I'm supporting him because he has experience, a lot of experience.
The field of candidates took turns taking shots at someone who's not even on the ballot in Nevada, former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg.
Bloomberg isn't competing in these early contests and won't be on Democratic primary ballots until Super Tuesday, which is in 2 weeks. But with heavy investing in advertising, he continues to rise in national polls.
Bloomberg is on track to spend more than $415 million on TV ads by Super Tuesday.
The American people are sick and tired of billionaires buying elections.
Bloomberg has also been hit by a fresh wave of opposition research, generating negative headlines that could impact his support among women and African-American voters. Bloomberg pushed back Monday, tweeting out a new ad calling for unity among Democrats to defeat President Trump in November. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And Bloomberg has until midnight tomorrow to qualify for this week's Democratic debate in Nevada. His campaign is hopeful he'll make the stage.
Hundreds of former Justice Department officials are calling on Attorney General Bill Barr to resign. In a rare statement from officials who served in Republican as well as Democratic administration, it says, quote, Mr. Barr's actions in doing the president's personal bidding unfortunately speak louder than his words. The upheaval at the Justice Department began when all four federal prosecutors who took the case against Roger Stone to trial withdrew from the case after Barr overruled their sentencing recommendation hours after President Trump criticized it on Twitter. More than 300 Americans taken off the Diamond Princess have arrived back on U.S. soil, including 14 who tested positive for coronavirus. A plane carrying about a dozen high-risk Americans who were evacuated from the quarantine cruise ship off Japan arrived in Nebraska this morning. They will be monitored at the University of Nebraska Medical Center for signs of coronavirus. The World Health Organization says more than 71,000 cases of the virus have been diagnosed around the globe, but the latest data appears to show this virus is not as deadly as SARS and some other coronaviruses.
Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg visited Brussels and Munich to lobby for increased governmental rules on data use, privacy, and content. Zuckerberg attended the Munich Security Conference on Saturday and also wrote an op-ed in the Financial Times on Sunday reinforcing the need for regulations. Zuckerberg's visit happens days before European Union officials are set to present proposals that will impact tech firms. The Dane County Sheriff's Office has launched a new smartphone app. It's a new way for law enforcement to send information to residents efficiently. The app allows users to quickly submit a tip and connect with the Sheriff's Office social media. They also can read the latest news, sign up for push notifications, and search and view local inmates. You can download the app for free. Just search Dane Sheriff.
Well, here is some of the cutest video you'll see today. That's former Badger J.J. Watt. He shared this video dancing with his grandma at his wedding party over the weekend. Guests crowded around the pair as they showed off their moves. The Twitter caption, "Grandma cutting it up on the dance floor." The defensive end for the Houston Texans and his professional soccer player wife married in a tropical Bahamas ceremony.
Grandma's got the moves.
Congratulations to them both.
And JJ, for a big guy like that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. There's more to come at 4. Coming up later, we'll meet our pet of the week, a shepherd mix named Ajax.
And film critic Will Loper will be here to share his take on the movie version of a classic 90s video game. His thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog are coming up next.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Introducing Top Tracer, the new golf ball tracking and gaming system at the golf range of Vitense Golfland. Top Tracer gathers data for every shot. Compete against friends in a point game or play a virtual round of golf. Experience Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
It's incredible. It's award-winning. It's the new Ram 1500 at Don Miller. With the President's Day event on now, there's great selection. The new Ram 1500, it's Green Car Journal's 2019 and 2020 Green Truck of the Year. Lease a new 2020 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4x4 for only $279 a month plus taxes and fees, 39 months, 10,000 miles per year, $34.99 due at signing. See salesperson for details. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, your Madison truck headquarters.
Don Miller.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambeers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
I didn't choose this exact type of metastatic breast cancer, but I did pick clarity by knowing I have a treatment that goes goes right at it.
Discover Piqray, a treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC. Piqray is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and helps people live longer without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had severe allergic reactions to it or any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe allergic and skin reactions, high blood sugar levels and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and pneumonitis. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor will monitor your blood sugar before and during treatment, and more often if you have type 2 diabetes. Before starting, tell your doctor if you have a history of diabetes, skin reactions, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Common side effects include rash, nausea, tiredness, weakness, decreased appetite, mouth sores, vomiting, weight loss, hair loss, and changes in some blood tests. Ask your doctor about Piqray.
It's fun for everyone at Vitense Golfland. Escape winter and enjoy Madison's premier indoor miniature golf course where all ages putt and play. 18 fun Madison-themed holes, remote control boats, and arcade. Offer a great time with friends and family and for special events. Only at Vitense Golfland.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, has been launching internet satellites. They're called Starlink. The 5th launch was this morning in Florida, making for a total of 300 satellites the company has sent up so far. The plan is to get thousands up in low Earth orbit so Starlink can offer affordable internet service to parts of the U.S. and Canada, including rural areas that don't have internet access right now.
Well, your dog's mouth might not be as clean as you think. MSCHF, a company known for releasing quirky products, is out with a new cuss collar. The collar throws out a swear word each time your dog barks. According to the company's website, the collar is a gag gift that doesn't harm the dog, and it's not intended for anti-bark training. Right now, the cuss collar is sold out, but dog owners can sign up to find out when one will be available.
Why are you hiding out in my garage? They're coming for me! If they steal my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me. No, I don't. Please. It's life or death. Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power. Yeah, hey. I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk. Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
It's a clip from Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the newest movies to hit theaters.
Well, we're already laughing. That's a good sign. Is the film worth seeing? Here to let us know what he thinks is our film critic, Will Loper. Hi, Will.
Hi, guys. That line gets me every time, Jim Carrey's delivery. So, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog breaks the video game to movie curse, and it proves to be a fun ride that younger audiences especially will enjoy. So Ben Schwartz provides the voice of the speedy blue rodent Sonic, who it turns out is an alien hiding out on Earth so that nobody can steal his power and use it for evil. But when Dr. Robotnik, played by a manic Jim Carrey, detects Sonic's energy, he sets out to capture Sonic and steal his power. Now, at this point in the movie, the majority of it is a chase film with Dr. Robotnik employing various gadgets and drones to try and capture Sonic, while Sonic uses his speed to outrun and outsmart Robotnik. This is basically a Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote situation here. The movie moves along at a brisk pace. It's got plenty of laugh-out-loud moments, especially for the kids in the theater, and Jim Carrey is great, tapping back into that wild energy that made him famous in such movies as The Mask and Ace Ventura, an energy we haven't seen from him in a while. May not be the movie of the year, but for an hour and 40 minutes, does a fine job of just entertaining.
Oh, that's great.
You were dreading to see this thing.
I did not want to see it. I thought it was going to be horrible. It was a pleasant surprise.
We'll get to the rating in a minute, but this movie is delayed by 3 months. Supposed to come up last November?
It was, yeah. So we've got a little graphic showing the before and after here of what Sonic originally looked like. Now, apparently the fan base for Sonic is very rabid. They did not like the look of the one on the left at all, so they brought the visual effects team back and they completely built Sonic back up from the ground. And there you have the one on the right.
I agree with him. It's cuter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little horrifying on the left.
The film did very well. It surprised at the box office, right?
It did, yeah. This made $57 million over 3 days, which is the largest video game adaptation opening ever. And even more crazy, it beat out last May's Detective Pikachu, which, if you asked me a year ago which movie would do better, a franchise based on Pokemon or this video game from the 90s, I would have said Pokemon, but beat out Pikachu.
Wow.
Rabid fans.
Oh, they love Sonic, I guess.
All right, so what's the rating?
3.3 Jim Carrey's out of 5. Put your pitchforks away. Don't come after me. It was good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good rating, too.
Yeah.
All right, next week.
We've got The Call of the Wild, Harrison Ford, and a dog based on the famous Jack London novel.
One of the greatest books ever.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Hopefully the movie will live up to it.
Oh, I sure hope so.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, we'll see you next week.
We'll be right back.
I'm in overdrive. I'm ready, 'cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives,
The world awaits in your new Jeep from Don Miller. It's the President's Day event on now. The tradition carries on with the new Jeep Wrangler. Get your own Don Miller deal plus rebates and incentives up to $5,500 off select remaining 2019 Jeep Wranglers. No day is the same in your new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. You'll get up to $2,000 bonus cash plus your own Don Miller deal on select 2020 Jeep Gladiators. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, Madison and Dane Counties Jeep Headquarters, Odana Road, Madison.
Don Miller. I suffered with psoriasis for so long.
I felt gross. People were afraid I was contagious.
I was covered from head to toe. I was afraid to show my skin. It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. I wasn't covered anymore. 4 years clear. 5 years now.
I just look and feel better.
See me.
Cosentyx works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I look and feel better with Cosentyx.
5 years is just crazy.
See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx could help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
Choosing a window replacement company is tough. We asked our customers why they love their new Champion windows.
Working with Champion was such a great experience that they've made our home much more comfortable now.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Right now, Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy two, get one free. Plus, buy now and pay nothing for a year.
I love my new Champion windows.
Let Champion help you fall in love with your home. Book your free in-home consultation online or call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Take a look at this. A planned implosion in Dallas failed to bring down the internal core of this condemned building. Crews were left scratching their hard hats and even brought in a high-reach excavator that still couldn't finish the job. Organizers planned on turning the area into a new mixed-use residential development. But before that happens, the structure locals have nicknamed the Leaning Tower of Dallas will have to be defeated.
I love those implosions. They're so cool to see when they work.
Yeah.
When they work.
Next, it's probably the greatest show on ice.
The Green Bay Gamblers hosted their annual Weenie Dog race at the Resch Center over the weekend. These 32 little guys hit the ice, and the winner, Willow, received the prestigious Reichmeister Oaks Trophy and a ride on the Zamboni.
We never knew when we started it, how many years ago, 6, 7 years ago, that it would be almost a sold-out crowd. I'm just glad everybody comes out and cheers on and just has good family fun at this. I mean, where else can you go and have that kind of a good time?
And all the fun was for a very good cause. Fans were asked to donate items to the Happily Ever After pet sanctuary. Look at those little paws.
They do well on the ice.
So good. And they have a low center of gravity, so they're not going to slide around as much. I think the little dachshunds are doing better than Penny would.
It's not far to fall.
No, it's very
it's so
small.
cute. That's be my walk tonight with the dogs.
Yeah, well, I think their bellies are just going to be sliding across the snow at this point. We've got quite a bit stacking on up on the patio right now. Because temperatures have been right close to freezing, it's kind of heavy snowfall. So that's the view. That's what we've got going on.
Where?
Some sky cam. It's covered in snow.
It's really deep.
Yeah. We'll take a look at the forecast after your break.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 Double Jackpot Days. If a jackpot is won, there's a 1 in 2 chance that it doubles. This offer is included with every Badger 5 purchase, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Celebrate 45 years of music with Sweet Honey in the Rock. This internationally renowned Grammy-nominated female vocal quartet remains the preeminent musical collective rooted in African American history and culture.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin.
Sweet Honey in the Rock at Overture Center, February 29th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
Ozempic does not increase the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attack, stroke, or death.
There's no increased risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic should not be the first medicine for treating diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about Once Weekly Ozempic.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Now that we want to get to before weather from the Channel 3000 Alert Center, UW-Milwaukee police say that they are searching neighborhoods near campus and the Milwaukee River for a freshman student who is from McFarland. Officials say 18-year-old Sean Bake was last seen early Friday morning at the Cambridge Commons dorm in the UWM campus. Now, police have determined that Sean and another student were using LSD at the last time that he was seen. An eyewitness described seeing him run from the residence hall towards the riverbank. He had sent a text to family saying, "I love you guys. I am so sorry." We'll continue to follow the story and have the latest updates on channel3000.com. Switching gears over to weather right now, we do have an alert day in the forecast due to the messy conditions outside. If you've had to get on the roads at all, I'm sure you've definitely noticed how slick they are, how sloshy they are in spots. We've had that rain and snow coming down, mostly snow for most of the day. But since temperatures have been right close to freezing, our roadways haven't been accumulating a lot of snow. That's been good for most spots, but still, the slickness and a little bit of water on the roads is really making it sloshy, especially around some corners and some rural areas. So the alert day for the entire
weather area. This purple that you see, winter weather advisories in effect north and west of Dane County, and that's where we're seeing higher accumulation totals. Our live cameras right now, unfortunately, not showing us the clearest images, but that's also, of course, probably what you're going to see out your window currently. And if you're looking out your car window, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to clean off the windshield, the back of your car if you're getting ready to hit the road, because this is what the current image is. Snow coming on down and visibility reduced for much of the area. Looking at our radar for the last 3 hours, it's really stayed a mostly snow event in Madison. The rain has stayed below the state line. As you can see, some rain coming through for the very southern edge of the state right now. That mixed line has really just been crossing over parts of Rock Green and even the southern edge of Dane County, but not a lot of rain with this, so our accumulation totals have picked up just a little bit. Temperatures currently, usually temperatures around 4, we don't focus on them, but it really does depend on what is going to be coming down from the sky for the next few hours. We're still staying close to freezing, and that's why we've been trending towards more of a snow event. Visibility is going to stay low as the snow continues to come down, but this is all going to wrap up as the system pushes further east. Behind it, colder air is going to move on in. Thankfully for Tuesday, we get a little bit of a break. Seasonable weather, sunshine, get everything cleaned up before it gets cold outside for Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll watch the snow and rain slide on through until we get close to midnight. It's going to continue to go on and then taper off just after midnight. Skies will be mostly cloudy, becoming partly sunny by Tuesday morning, and in the afternoon, mostly sunny skies. Again, should be pretty pleasant later on in the day. Accumulation totals from here on out. So what we're going to continue to pick up, notice it's really staying north of Madison again. The southern edge of a state picking up a little more rain. That's eating away at our accumulation totals. Higher amounts will continue to fall north of Madison, again with areas north of the Dells seeing the highest accumulation. So for event totals, we're still in that 1 to 3 inch range for this slice from Platteville through Dane County up towards Fond du Lac, with higher amounts to the north and west. Areas around Wisconsin Dells, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. La Crosse included in that, heading up towards Green Bay. Lesser amounts in the southeast corner of the state. We won't see a lot of accumulation. They haven't seen as much snowfall throughout the course of the day, and that's where we're starting to see the rain mix on in. After we get through today's snow, we do have alert days in the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be a little colder outside for the middle of the week. Wind chills early on Wednesday, dropping well below 0. We likely won't climb above 0 for what it feels like outside on Wednesday. And then for Thursday morning, yet again, those temperatures are our temperatures dropping below 0 with wind chills yet again dropping below 0 as well. So a chilly start to both days. For Tuesday, skies will become partly sunny. We have breezy conditions. It's a little colder outside. High temperatures will be in the upper 20s, but that's where we should be for this time of year, close to 30 degrees. Really a seasonable day, and thankfully, again, sunny outside. If you're like me and you have to get the driveway and the sidewalk cleaned up, it's nice to have a little bit of break there before it gets too cold outside, because nobody likes to shovel snow when it is -4 degrees. For Wednesday and Thursday, we're in the upper teens. Temperatures Wednesday night into Thursday morning will drop below 0. Sunshine for Friday near 30, so we're back close to average. This is a short-lived cold spell. By the weekend, we're in the 40s for Saturday and Sunday with partly sunny skies, and our next little system sliding in for the middle of next week. That's a quick look at your forecast.
All right, Dana, thank you. It's time for Potentially Yours here on Live at 4.
Amy Good from the Dane County Humane Society is here. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
We're going to find Ajax a forever home here.
He's a whole lot of dog.
He's a big guy. Tell us about him.
He is. So he is a 6-year-old, probably a shepherd mix of some sort. He definitely could use somebody who'd like to keep his New Year's resolution with him to lose some weight. He's a big guy. He's over 100 pounds. But he loves the snow. He likes playing out there, and he can be very mellow. And he knows lots of tricks, too.
Oh, that's good. You have some special requirements with him, though, in terms of where people can adopt him.
Right. So the right family for him are going to have older kids or adults only, and probably no other dogs in the household. He really wants to have somebody that spoils him just all to himself.
He weighs about, what, 110 pounds?
110 pounds. So
wow.
He's a big boy.
But he's very alert.
And he doesn't pull in walks either. So even though he's large, he's easy to walk.
And he likes to shake. Can
you shake? Can you shake?
Oh.
Can you climb on top of me?
Maybe if we had a treat, he would do it. But
yeah,
he just wants some love right now.
He's a good guy.
He really is.
Last chance for Toto tickets.
Right. So March 13th is our big Toto's Gala. It's the largest night for animals in Dane County. It's a big fundraiser for the Humane Society. Tickets on sale for only 1 more week.
And it's Friday night, 6 to 11, Monona Terrace. GiveShelter.org is where you can get tickets. Right, or a whole table.
Exactly. There is a discount for a table. So if you want to bring a lot of friends.
And there'll be critters there, some dogs.
Puppy greeters, other animals, lots of dancing, food, fun. It's really a fun night.
Well, we want to find Ajax a home because he's in the Lonely Hearts Club, right? He's been there for a while.
Yep, he's been with us more than 30 days, so he's still in the Lonely Hearts Club. So hopefully we can find him a home soon.
I hope so.
All right, last time we had Ollie.
We had Ollie, who's the only other dog in the Lonely Hearts Club right now, too, and he's still waiting for a home as well.
That was another really good dog.
Yeah.
Ollie had a lot of energy.
He does, but there's the right family out there for him.
And he had a little hip work done. That
right, yep. He was one of our surgical patients. He had had a hip surgery done because he came with an old injury.
All right, let's find Ajax. A big home.
Such a good boy.
A big home, yep, that's right.
Go to the website, giveshelter.org, for information on him and all the animals available. 838-0413, the number to call. Amy, thank you.
Amy, great to see you. Thank you so much. Good luck, Ajax. There's more local news ahead when we come back. The spring primary election is tomorrow, and we're sitting down with the candidates for state Supreme Court. You can hear from them coming up on News 3 Now at 5. Live at 4 will continue right after this.
Don't miss the biggest night for animals in Dane County, Toto's Gala. Join Dane County Humane Society this March for an elegant evening with our 2- and 4-legged friends. Reserve your seats today at giveshelter.org.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible. Wow, that's pretty sweet. That's cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2020 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings. That's on top of most other offers.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Managing type 2 diabetes? Audrey's on it. Eating right and staying active?
On it.
Audrey thinks she's doing all she can to manage her type 2 diabetes and heart disease, but is her treatment doing enough to lower her heart risk? Maybe not. Jardians can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And it lowers A1C.
Jardians can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardians with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardians.
Ask your doctor about Jardians.
The new iPhone 11 runs on Straight Talk without a contract and a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers. With the new ultra-wide camera, your shareable moments are ultra-shareable. Because you're on a network that's more than just big talk. The new iPhone 11. Now get the unlimited plan for just $45 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Don't miss the biggest night for animals in Dane County, Toto's Gala. Join Dane County Humane Society this March for an elegant evening with our 2- and 4-legged friends. Reserve your seats today at giveshelter.org.
Tonight at 5, voters will head to the polls tomorrow to vote in the spring primary. We'll tell you more about the Wisconsin Supreme Court candidates on the ballot. That's at 5.
A mix of snow, rain, and even possibly a little freezing rain will end later tonight. Another brief shot of very cold weather arrives for midweek. My first warn forecast at 5.
And at 6, we're learning more about the man accused of brutally killing a jogger in Blue Mounds last month as he makes his first appearance in court. We'll have the latest on this case tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
This is a live look downtown Madison from our Edgewater Skycam. A snowy afternoon in the capital city. Well, the Twin Cities man is not giving up his dream of breaking the world ice speed record after falling short this weekend in Manawa, Wisconsin. Kurt Anderson was aiming to break the 247-mile-per-hour mark, a long-standing record that was set in 1981. At that speed, he'd be at maximum G-force of a fighter pilot. Look at that thing go. Wow. Anderson uses a rocket-powered dragster that's fueled by hydrogen peroxide.
Roar and vibration of that rocket is like nothing else. And so when I'm inside there, I'm feeling the thrust. I'm hearing that rocket noise that I love. or I've learned to love. That's really awesome for me.
Because of that feeling, Anderson says he'll keep trying to break the record. Can you imagine?
That is a cool thing. I would have loved to have heard it, too.
Yeah. Well, would you ever try to work out? Did you ever try to work out in frigid temperatures?
A new exercise class is promoting the idea of burning calories in the cold. Michael George reports.
Princess Sutherland is not a cold weather person, but despite that, she's trying something new, a workout class where the thermostat is set to a chilly 50 degrees.
It was out of my comfort zone, and I said, let me try this.
It's high intensity in low temperatures.
And release. Nice job, you guys.
The class is called Burn, with an emphasis on the burr.
Or inhale, reach up.
The theory is that working out in the cold is more refreshing and can help you burn more calories, says co-founder Jimmy T. Martin.
Our whole thesis is that, we want you to sustain a higher intensity for a longer period of time, and cooler temperatures do that for you.
Instructors say the brisk temperatures also trigger the body's metabolism to keep you warm.
3, 2.
Now, if you don't have a class like this in your neighborhood, there are still some ways to get all the benefits of a cold weather workout.
You can go from what we call a shiver walk. So dress with light layers, go for a walk around your block, do some calisthenics.
After her first try, Princess says she's convinced. What did it feel like?
It was just high intensity from the start. It felt better breathing in there, and it just always feels refreshed when you stopped working out.
Proof that you don't need to be warm to work up a sweat. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Or you can just visit us and
go outside.
take a walk. Yeah. Experts say exercising outside in the cooler weather can also boost your mood and your immunity during cold and flu season. I believe that. That's why you never get sick, because you're outside walking the dogs twice a day.
Like an hour a day.
Yeah, it really helps.
Well, next at 4, we are previewing a Black History Education Conference happening this weekend.
And a new study shows just how helpful positive reinforcement can be in the classroom, how it's helping some teachers increase student productivity.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Auto Show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, Fusion, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept. Now get 0 for 72 financing on a Ford F-150 or lease one for just $239 a month during Auto Show time at your local Ford dealer.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
It's time to renew your body and mind. It's time for Stressless. Right now, save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or $300 on the immensely popular Stressless Sunrise, featuring innovative ergonomic comfort systems and multiple sizes for a personalized fit. Don't wait. It's time for Stressless. Proud to be endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Visit StresslessFurniture.com.
Here at
Harker Heating and Cooling of Madison, we are proudly celebrating over 70 years of excellence. A lot can change in 70 years, but some things never do, like our commitment to providing our customers with 100% satisfaction every single day. When you make that call to Harker, you can rest assured that a team of qualified, trustworthy, skilled individuals are ready to address your home service concerns. Harker Heating and Cooling, your hometown heroes for over 70 years.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient.
Traffic is moving a little slow right now, both east and westbound on the Beltline for obvious reasons. A little slow and go. Here's a look at the Beltline at Park Street. As you can see, visibility reduced significantly. The roadways themselves fairly cleared off, but still very, very slick. We're seeing major delays on the eastbound side. Westbound also quite slow, stretching up until Seminole Highway. Downtown Middleton looks slow. Downtown also looks slow. Downtown Janesville looks fairly slow right now. Northbound on the interstate is the only smooth spot, it seems like, so far. Now, from Janesville to the Beltline, we're at 29 minutes, 19 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton. That's usually closer to 15, and 19 minutes to get from Sun Prairie to downtown right now. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. A new study finds that praise rather than punishment will help elementary students stay more focused on their classwork. Researchers spent 3 years counting teacher praise and reprimands in more than 150 classrooms in 19 U.S. elementary schools. The lead author of the research, published in the journal Educational Psychology, says as elementary teachers' praise over punishment ratio increases, so does on-task behavior. Those who provided the most praise saw up to 30% more positive student behavior. Very interesting. Well, for the second year, Edgewood College is hosting a Black History Education Conference later this week.
It's focused on addressing the academic achievement gap, which continues to widen in the state of Wisconsin, and coming up with ways to improve outcomes for African American students. The theme of the conference this year is Dreaming in Ethnic Melodies. Andrea Davis is the conference creator. Welcome to Live at 4.
Great to see you again.
Dreaming in Ethnic Melodies. What does that mean?
Dreaming in Ethnic Melodies we have 3 focus areas this year. It's actually a title of a book that I wrote about my youngest son. But when we look at that particular theme, what we're talking about is dreaming to action. So we have these dreams about how we want to eliminate the achievement gap, attitude gaps, opportunity gaps. But we want to move beyond dreaming, and we want to move to action.
Oh, so how do you do that, and how does this conference help that?
Well, we're hoping that people will be able to come out and that they will interact with people who I've been able to meet across the country, across our great state, who have proven outcomes around some of the gaps that I mentioned earlier. And so we want them to come out. There'll be student voice panels where the Black and Latino male panel with students from Milwaukee. They'll be talking about some of the successes and obstacles that they've had in classrooms and how people can move to better outcomes for them. We also have community members that have come and asked could they do roundtable discussions on Black fatherhood. And so we're bringing in librarians from schools. So we're trying to really connect home, school, and community this year.
Takes a village.
Yes, yes.
Why do you think the achievement gap is widening?
Well, one of the things is that we have the best of the best, like I said, from what I've seen as I travel across the country, but we're not putting our minds together. We're not coming together. We're not creating a venue and a space where we can come together. We can see what the best of the best is, and we can create action plans together, not just in our state, but again, we're reaching out. We have people coming in from Beaufort, South Carolina, people coming in from Louisiana, and so we want to put our heads together, and we're going to create action plans that again bring some of the best of what we have to offer across our great nation to eliminate those gaps.
And it's at several different venues across the city. Tell us how the conference will shake out.
So the first day we'll start with Wisconsin State Historical Museum, one of our partners this year. They're offering pre-conference sessions on tracing your ancestry, on quilting, on women's suffrage with a focus on African American sororities. We're going to move to the Overture Center for a beloved community reception and social hour from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're also going to have the opportunity, many people will be able to get to go see the color purple, which is compliments of the Overture Center helping us be able to get reduced price on that.
That's wonderful.
We also will be the second day then moving to Edgewood College, where we'll have some of those sessions that I mentioned. We'll hear Dr. Gloria Latson-Billings. Her keynote is about dreaming with your eyes open. And so we're really excited about how we've been able to expand this year with our partnerships. We have a student strand on the second day. So we have about 50 high school students poised to come and learn as well about pre-college opportunities. And they're going to see a talent show. Omega Psi Phi is hosting and offering scholarships for the winners and a chance to compete at a national level. So we have lots going on.
Lots indeed. This is the second year you've done this conference. Have you seen some change from last year to this year?
Definitely. People were calling me this year asking, are you doing it again? And we're bringing the team this time, and would there be more action planning time? And so there's more growth across the country, more growth across the state. We have 16 educators coming from Eau Claire School District, DeForest. Our dream is that we have representation from every school district across Wisconsin, and again, continue to expand out across the nation.
How exciting this all is.
Yes,
sounds like
we are very excited.
Like a spectacular weekend. It's the Black History Education Conference. It's Friday, February 21st, and the 22nd is on Saturday at Edgewood College, the Overture Center, Madison Concourse Hotel, the Wisconsin Historical Society. To register or for more information, go to diversity.edgewood.edu/Black History Conference. Hope you have a great turnout.
Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming. Good to see you.
Let's make some important changes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, and we'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
3, 2.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be a fireman. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a musician. When I grow up, I'm gonna be
homeless. It's not something I planned on being, and with your help, I don't have to be.
Right now, during Steinhaffel's President's Day sale, save up to $800 instantly on our entire stock of mattress sets, including the new Purple and Nectar mattresses. Get any size Sealy mattress for $99. Get a gift card with a Beauty Rest or Stearns & Foster mattress, and up to $300 bonus cash with a Tempur-Pedic mattress. And as always, get free next day delivery with your new mattress. With the best selection and guaranteed lowest prices, nobody beats Steinhaffel's.
It's incredible. It's award-winning. It's the new Ram 1500 at Don Miller. With the President's Day event on now, there's great selection. The new Ram 1500, it's Green Car Journal's 2019 and 2020 Green Truck of the Year. Lease a new 2020 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4x4 for only $279 a month plus taxes and fees, 39 months, 10,000 miles per year, $34.99 due at signing. See salesperson for details. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, your Madison truck headquarters.
Don Miller.
Surgenian's 90-year history means you pay $90 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad, your furniture moved, and your old carpet recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Tonight at 5, it's an alert day as a wintry mix has made its way into the area. We'll have team coverage of this weather. Plus, court records show that homicide suspect Riley Berg has a history of mental illness. We'll have the latest on his court hearing. That's at 5.
Mornings look a little different in every household, but weekday or weekend mornings, most of us just want to know what happened overnight and what's up in the day ahead. So turn on News 3 Now this morning, 7 days a week, for everything you need to plan your day.
Snow continues to fall.
It does, it does. More snow coming on down, and that's going to be the case, I think, for the next few hours. It's not really going to wind down until after midnight. Here's a look at our high-resolution Doppler right now. It looks like there's a pretty heavy band of snow around Janesville, rain to the south, and rain around Dubuque and the southern edge of Grant County right now. So that's eating away at some snow totals. Now, winter weather advisories are in effect for areas north and west of Dane County. That's where we've seen heavier snow throughout the day and where we will see the highest totals once this event really wraps on up. An alert day is in the forecast throughout the rest of this evening and tonight as the snow goes on. Anywhere from 2 to 6 inches expected. Now that 6-inch mark, though, again, is north of the Dells. We've done a little bit of an adjustment to our totals since we've seen a little more snow coming on down. It does seem likely that 3 to 6 inch band will continue again around the Dells, but starting to creep into the northeast corner of Dane County. Once we get through the snow, it's going to get a little colder outside. Those alert days in the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday due to the colder air moving in.
February.
Yes, it is.
Continues.
February's moving on. It's starting to get closer to the end of winter.
It's February 68th today.
Right?
It's a long month.
It's blending together at this point.
All right. Be careful out there. Thank you,
Yes,
Dana.
thanks, Dana.
Tomorrow here on Live at 4, is there a battle over the setting of the office thermostat?
Oh, yes, there is.
Consumer Reports has a winter office survival guide.
And we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the 2020 Lincoln Corsair. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.